It doesn't take a scientist to logically understand what I'm saying. The more you put in, the more you get out. So stop making excuses. Get out there and do whatever it takes to reach your goals.
When someone closes a door in your face, all you have to remember is when God allows them to close the door in your face, all God wants you to do is walk up the hall. It's some more doors. You just got to walk up the hall. Because I can promise you, he got a better door that he wants you to go through than the one that got shut in your face.
I blame no one. I look in the mirror. On the other side of it, what an opportunity we have, because tomorrow's the first day of the rest of our lives.
Blot out my transgressions. Transgression is sin you know you ain't got no business doing, and you don't want to do it no more. For the good that I would, I do it not. And the evil that I would not, that I do. Who shall deliver me from this body of death? And here's what we're going to do. We're going to let you fix this in the dark, or we're going to let it come out in the light. You decide how we're going to fix this. Oh, I'm talking to somebody. It's still in the dark right now. You better fix it while it's in the dark, because if you don't fix it while it's in the dark, oh, it's going to come out in the light.
If you write down what you're supposed to do tomorrow, tonight, and you do it, that's awesome. And you had a good day, and you made progress in your life. Now imagine if you did that for a week. Now imagine if you did that for a month. Now imagine if you did that for a year. Now imagine if you did that for 5 years. Where would you be if you actually did what you were supposed to do?
We've never had a season where more fake money has been pumped into the system like today. We have a lot of fake equity. We have a lot of fake success. We have a lot of fake millionaires. The people who have cash and made the right choices and they're ready for this, they're going to skyrocket and kill it and make the kind of money they've never made before. The people that had a lot of fake success and they kept spending money, they're going to get exposed and they're going to get destroyed.
One of the most important lessons in life that you should know is to remember to have an attitude of gratitude, of humility. Understand where the gift comes from. It's not mine, it's been given to me. Use what I have, use what you have to help others. You know, on your last day, you can't take it with you, but you can leave it here. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse.
So there's a gospel saying, knock and the door will open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you will receive. And you think, well, no, it can't be that way. It's like, well, it's that way a lot more than you think, because you transform the chaotic potential of the future into actuality with vision. And you might say, well, I don't really make plans. It's like, no, what you're saying is you'll just make bad plans, because someone who doesn't make a plan, it isn't that they don't make plans, it's that they make unconscious plans, so they're ruled by their own whims, or their plans are so short-term that they don't really count as plans. I thought it was absolutely comical when 50 Shades of Grey came out. I just thought that was just so insanely comical that at the same time, there's this massive political demand for radical equality and say with regards to sexual behavior, and the fastest selling novel the world had ever seen was S&M Domination, right? It's like, oh well, we know where the unconscious is going with that. And sometimes I think, like, because one of the things that I've really tried to puzzle out, and it's not like I believe this, right? I'm just telling you where the edges of my thinking have been going, is that you have this crazy alliance between the feminists and the radical Islamists that I just do not get. It's like the feminists, why they aren't protesting nonstop about Saudi Arabia is just completely beyond me. Like, I do not understand it in the least. And I wonder too, I just wonder bloody well, this is the Freud in me, is like, is there an attraction? You know, is there an attraction that's emerging among the female radicals for that totalitarian male dominance that they've chased out of the West? And I mean, that's a hell of a thing to think, but after all, I am psychoanalytically minded, and I do think things like that. 90 minutes a week, you better have your romantic interlude. And you might say, well, I'm not in the mood. It's like, get in the goddamn mood. I mean it. Like, it's like, I don't really feel like it. It's like, yeah, no kidding, because you're tired and the kids are noisy, and, you know, what's your point? Like, get your act together and get at it, you know, and figure out how to get yourself prepared for it. And it's part of your duty You know, but more than that, it's like, why would you want to lose that? How many things in your life are genuinely like revitalizing, like romance, you know, beauty, music? There's a handful of things, but that's definitely one of them. You don't want to lose that. So at least once a week, you need a date. And, you know, if you're lucky, maybe it's 3 times a week. And if you're sane, you can probably manage it twice. But once is a minimum.
I saw a video from 50 Cent, and it was the most powerful point he made. 50 Cent said, being depressed is a luxury. If you're depressed, it's because you can afford to be depressed. He says, go explain it to the husband that's got 3 kids, working 2 jobs. He doesn't have any time to be depressed. He's working 7 days a week. Any of these guys that say they're depressed, this is 50 Cent, you can afford it. It's a luxury, because if your back was against the wall, you would not have the luxury of being depressed.